I was talking about praying which similar to Maghrib, and we say the Prophet ﷺ forbade that. Accordingly, Al-Imam Shafi'i and his school of thought are of the view that it is highly disliked to pray witr in that format. While the Hanafi school of thought, they say that the daytime is like the night time in a sense. The night has a witr, which is the witr that we pray at night. And the Maghrib is the witr of the daytime. Once again, we don't have a reference to this. Rather, the reference we have is that we should not pray Maghrib similar to, we should not pray witr similar to Maghrib. Well, they say, well, it is not exactly similar to Maghrib because of two things. Number one, we do qunut in the witr, which we don't in the Maghrib. And also we recite in the third rak'ah after tashahhud in the witr, which we don't in the Maghrib. In either case, I would go with the obvious view, the vast majority, which is supported by reference, and I would pray witr either 3 altogether without a middle tashahhud, only the last tashahhud by the end and taslim, or pray 3 rak'ahs, 2 by themselves, tashahhud and taslim, then 1 by itself. But what if I pray behind an imam who studied in a Hanafi school or adopted the Hanafi school of thought as an opinion in this regard? Pray behind the imam and do not leave the prayer, even if he is doing his way. How could you say that? Imam Shafi'i said it is disliked to pray the witr similar to this way. I have many references to support this opinion, which is, do not differ with the imam. Do not differ amongst each other in the masjid or otherwise. Take for instance such a great thing, much bigger than whether it is permissible to pray behind the imam who is praying witr similar to Maghrib or not. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to Aisha radiyallahu anha, لولا أن قومك حديث عهد بإسلام لهدمت الكعبة وأقمتها على مقام إبراهيم أو على قواعد إبراهيم, which means, had it not been that your people, those who accepted Islam, the Meccans, are still new to Islam, they may not comprehend my action, I would have remodeled the Kaaba, rebuilt the Kaaba. Because the Kaaba, brothers and sisters, is not built fully on the foundations of Ibrahim alayhi salam. The only 2 foundations which the Kaaba is built on is Al-Rukn al-Yamani, which is pointing towards Yemen, and Al-Hajar al-Aswad. These are the 2 pillars. Then this arch, which many people call it Hijr Ismail, and nobody is buried there as they claim. Rather, it's called Al-Hijr. This arch surrounds, besieges the area which a few yards from the wall of the Kaaba is supposed to be extended to cover the remaining 2 pillars of the Kaaba. And I always say, subhanallah, it's for a reason, because the poor people who are not neither presidents or big shots can always pray inside the Kaaba when they have an access to pray in the Hijr. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam could have done it, could have rebuilt the Kaaba, destroyed it, and rebuilt it on the original foundations of Ibrahim alayhi salam. But he didn't. You know why? Because he thought it may cause a big confusion and differences, so he avoided it. This is what is known as blocking the means of creating fitna. Imagine when half the masjid just depart and leave. In America, the community, the Muslim community, is very...
Stay up to date with your favorite shows and scholars today. Huda TV, a light in every home.